Welcome back to another episode of Talking Nerdy in the Bedroom with
Corey,
KJ,
Roger,
and Mike.
So you'll notice this one is a little bit different because you're only listening to us. We have no camera. KJ went on vacation. KJ is me, by the way. And Mike decided to use the camera probably for some bedroom activities. Who knows? And decided to not bring it back. I doubt it.
Yeah, I just hung it off my wiener and ran around the house.
To get that real POV.
A day in the life.
Yeah. Worst part about it was hung underneath it, and it still doesn't show on the camera.
It's like down Periscope.
So we will be doing this D&D episode as a throwback style to before we had the camera. So it is just audio, so hopefully you can use your imagination.
Do it.
Boo.
No.
How long have we had the camera? I haven't even really thought about that.
Last year, January, February-ish.
How many years we've been doing this?
This is going to be our third year officially, finished our third year in April, May.
Oh, God.
Dude, we've been friends. Didn't we figure out the other day we've been friends for
too long.
8 plus 4, 12 years?
Yeah, since at least 2012, I think.
2013.
8 plus 4 years.
I started there in 2012.
Yeah, 2013. 8 plus 4?
That's 12? How I'm going to do all of my calculating of things now.
8 plus 4?
Yeah.
But I knew Mike longer than I knew you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you must have known me 9 plus 4, or even 9 plus 5 years.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I was doing it. I've been at the state for 8 years, and I was at Care and Comfort for 4.
Would you say I've known you 10 plus 4, though? Or just 9 plus 5?
9 plus 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was rationale to my shit, you bitches. All right? I don't need to hear this nonsense from you guys. All right, so Corey, do you want to give us...
Before we start, how was Universal?
So Universal was good. So the
Can you give out... Is this secret information?
No, I can talk about it all I want.
You didn't have to sign an NDA, right?
Red dot appears on his head.
Let's get down!
Disney will not be...
It's not Disney.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
It's Universal.
That's how much I care.
Yes. So, no, the regular parks are great. They're still fine. We went to those. But then when we did the Epic Preview Park, it was... Yeah, it's gorgeous. The attention to detail they put into Super Mario Land is crazy. You can buy this little watch thing, and you can go around punching blocks to get points and then play all these mini games throughout the park. And then there are the rides themselves, from the Yoshi experience to the Mario Kart to Donkey Kong's Adventure. I think there's a couple other ones too.
They have Zelda?
No Zelda. It's called Super Nintendo World, but it's basically just Mario.
That's dumb.
It's just Mario and a little bit of DK.
I can't believe they don't have anything for Zelda.
No, it's basically just Mario.
Why? It's not Nintendo World.
Well, why? Zelda was on Nintendo.
I know, but it's not Super Nintendo World, is it? It's Mario World.
No, it's Super Nintendo World. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And it's just Mario and DK.
So that doesn't make
more
any
marketable,
sense.
probably.
Yeah.
Was there?
It's definitely more marketable.
There's other games too. They got Duck Hunt on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but there's not thousands. There's dozens of games on.
Tens of dozens. Your numbers are awful.
Come on, man! I could list games that you've never heard of, like Star Tropics.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think they were ever going to put Paperboy there, even though that was a staple on regular Nintendo. But I'm surprised they didn't do Zelda, because that's
Super Mario and Donkey Kong are
probably
way
don't
more
have
popular
the licensing, because the Mario movie came out and the Zelda movie hasn't started yet.
Isn't it not a movie? It's going to be a series, live action on Netflix. Isn't that what Zelda is?
I don't know.
Everything that
Either
I've
way,
seen
I'm excited about
Zelda.
it. Excited to be disappointed, but excited.
Yeah, Idris Elba is going to be Link.
It's not Disney.
To be fair, there was a fan thing that they showed. Was it last year? Oh, I think it was April Fool's, and it showed Tom Holland as Link.
I saw that, and I
Yeah.
can't remember who Zelda was, but it was also
Yeah.
But Tom Holland. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. He is a little more stocky than he's not as like the first Spider-Man movie. He was pretty scrawny, and then now he's kind of beefed up a bit.
He's also older.
Yeah. He's also, well, anyway, I was going to say short.
Although they did announce Spider-Man 4, and he's going to be the first guy I did.
I did see that.
Oh, I thought you announced it. You're
He did the announcement. Corey, we need you to release this to the world.
Got it, guys.
To be fair, I could announce Spider-Man 8 right now. It's gonna happen.
No, it won't.
No, maybe not him, but there will be an 8th Spider-Man movie sometime in.
We already have
the future.
over that.
Well, there we go.
We have 3, 2, 3, and well, that's 4. Yeah, we already did the 8th one at No Way Home.
Yep, there we go. I announced it. I'm announcing the 10th Spider-Man
But
movie.
this will be the first actor to ever do 4 Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland.
No, Tobey Maguire?
As the lead role.
I was going to say, because like Tobey Maguire's technically got 6, because Spider-Verse. Because he's the voice actor of Peter Parker. And
No, he's not.
No, what?
No. No, he's not.
Into the Spider-Verse?
No, it's not.
That's not him. It's
the guy from New Girl.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I don't know his fucking name either.
Yeah.
The guy who has the baby.
He might voice one of them in like the actual Spider-Verse
randomly,
part,
maybe, but
I don't know.
other thing,
they had like a huge list of all the people there because like Donald Glover's there as Prowler.
Yes, but that was real life.
Yeah.
So they announced, by the way, Spider-Verse, the 3rd movie, June 4th, 2027.
I did
100% gonna go see that.
Oh yeah, the first 2 are like 9.5 or 10, both of them, and I don't know what the 3rd one will be, but if they can knock that one out of the park, it might be one of the greatest.
Remember,
ever made.
He's in the universe where he's the Prowler now, like his other version. So
yep, I'm very interested to see how it goes. But anyway, so yes, the park was good. So there was that. There was the Dark Universe, which was good, but part of the issue with going to like a soft launch is a lot of the that was funny to you. You're such a child.
It's hard to get it in at a soft launch.
Good guy.
What's the launch part?
Getting it up.
You've got it if you've launched.
Yeah. But a lot of the rides were delayed or had like a stupid wait. So that wasn't fun. And there weren't express passes like you could get at the other parks. So you could basically just skip the line.
That's why I'm waiting for the hard launch.
You're such a child.
I like to get right in there.
I don't like to wait.
Yeah.
I don't want any fluffing. I just want to get in there and get it done.
Yeah. You gotta pay extra for that.
So the Harry Potter world is
that's what I really
from
want
back
to see.
in the like the old days. It's the Fantastic Beasts timeline.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to go anymore.
But that's what the outside looks like. So if you go to the regular Universal Park, they have Diagon Alley, they have Hogsmeade, they have Hogwarts. But then this one shows you like London in that time frame. But if you then go into the ride, the Ministry of Magic ride, which wasn't operational, but they let you walk through the queue, basically, and it is...
You can walk through the line?
Yes.
How nice of them.
Let me explain.
This is going to be the best line ever!
For fuck's sake.
You ever tried the line ride?
That is from South Park.
To be fair,
That is from South Park. But anyway, so it's the Ministry of Magic from the time frame where after... the 7th or 8th movie, whatever movie it is, where they're doing the trial of Umbridge.
Oh.
And it is
so you're
like
you're
identical.
in the courtroom, like in the basement there?
You walk through everything. So you you go through the what are they called? The flues?
The Flu Network, the fireplace.
You walk through that while smoke comes up and you end up on the other side, and then you walk through and there's a whole...
Did you catch the flu?
I didn't. But there's just the whole reason that they put in, and it looks exactly like it does in the movies, is because they know it's going to be a 2-hour wait to do the ride. So you get to walk through this queue of all this stuff and to keep you entertained while you're waiting for probably a 5-minute
nice
ride.
At least,
yeah.
I mean, I'm only ever... Do they do Lightning Pass stuff there?
It's the Express Pass, and yes, they will, but eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's still probably for the Harry Potter
2 hours.
rides are still going to be a little bit of a wait.
I'd imagine
just not
even
2
with,
hours.
I'd imagine even with the Express Pass, it's going to be like a 30-minute wait.
That's what I would expect for the Harry Potter rides. Harry Potter rides there are the most popular one.
Oh, I'm glad you said they still they have the old stuff and it, even though it's set in London, like they have that cool stuff. Because I'm half undecided on Galaxy's Edge. because so much of it now is about the sequel movies, and I could give not even a fuck about the sequel.
You just want to go in the big Millennium Falcon.
I want to go in the big Millennium Falcon. I kind of want to build a lightsaber, even though I know the quality of them is not going to match up to like if I just got one online. But just the experience.
Nick and I went there, it was great.
What?
The fucking that's Disney.
Did you build a lightsaber?
No, but the park.
You meant the Galaxy's Edge part?
Yeah, the park and going through all their rides and everything is great.
I forgot you went with Nick too.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Anyway,
we're not cool enough.
Yeah, no.
Nobody likes you guys. What can I say?
Apparently, you gotta put it in.
The soft launch is the most he's getting.
Then there's also How to Train Your Dragon World, which is looks great. It's hand carved wood of fucking everything.
Is it soft though? Or?
Oh my god,
it's hardwood.
Fucking.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
Connor's really excited for that because he grew up like he loved the show. He loved that was. I think we even did one of his birthday parties was How to Train. He's super excited for the live action movie.
Yeah, and they already announced the second movie.
I'm not surprised because
me neither.
Yeah, looks like they did good casting for it.
Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah. All right, so yes, Trip was good.
Gerard Butler
a lot of
plays
fun.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, well, he does. That's good. All right, so where did we leave off our D&D campaign? This is now going to be part 9. Go with it.
You went on a 3-week vacation.
It was only 2.
Felt like 3.
Well, the third week, one of you guys canceled. Somebody was sick
What?
or somebody had something. 3 weeks ago, we didn't record. Somebody was sick and wasn't able to make it. And then we said, I think it was Mike. And then I said, we could still record. And Corey was like, nah.
How about
I'm not going to run the campaign.
How about we record over Rust?
What?
Yeah, that's what you suggested.
Record
like,
over.
how about we act like we're going to record the podcast, but we all do it from our houses while we play video games.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. That was a good idea. I mean,
yeah, except for you guys play on Xbox and I play on computer.
It's weird though because it says like you can do crossplay, but
yeah,
it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. It doesn't seem. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Maybe it just backdates my version or something.
Yeah,
or gives you like
the console edition.
That part. Yeah,
I think you have to do like a specific Steam version.
I mean, you could always try getting your own server.
It worked out so well.
I got on that server like I don't know last week or whatever.
For 10 minutes?
No, it was up for like half an hour.
That's not that long.
But then it crashed.
I mean, no, it did. I was only on there for X amount of time and didn't crash the whole time I was on it.
Okay. All right, so Corey, yes, this is part 9 of our campaign, Scales of Betrayal. So where did we leave off on part 8?
So we left off, you guys had activated the forge, then you were trying to get back on your ship to get out of there, but the ship was attacked by a massive dragon, froze it in the middle of the ocean, then it came towards you. You guys teleported yourself back. You went through a portal that teleported you to the middle of the island where your village used to be. There you met a giant old blind dragon who flew you back to Skyreach Citadel. When you got there, it had been destroyed by Malrakar's army, and his crest, which looks like the Master Chef logo, was burned into the courtyard. And then you guys found a note from Bowen, who pretty much you discovered or figured out that it was telling you to go to a hidden refuge off the coast of the Drakengard Island. But you kind of spoke about it and were like, well, we'll need our dragons to be strong enough to fly us through that, and they're not at that point yet. So I think that's where we left off. You guys had started talking about going to the Verdant Vale to look for another shard, but then you also talked about just retiring. So I don't know where we're going from here, but it's up to you.
We talked about this before we started. I still don't know how we retire if we haven't done anything.
I mean, you did some shit.
We got the forge lit for all the people that are dead
that
now.
don't exist. Hey, we opened that mountain pass so it can be blockaded again by more goblins.
That's true. We did do that.
That's right. And then you
I did wind sprints.
You've
with
leveled
my
up a bit. What are you guys, level 5 now?
6?
7?
5.
5. Okay. I would have believed whatever you said, so it didn't matter to me. But, and then Yeah, I don't know. What else have you guys done?
That's about it.
You murdered that old man.
Mike ate some guy.
Yeah.
Or a piece of a guy.
It was already cooked.
I feel like
it was already cooked.
He's eaten multiple things or people, I believe.
He killed Mario.
He didn't eat the dead boy, though.
He lost Mario, which was sad.
Speaking of which, I'm going to let the war go because now I don't have any. Now it doesn't listen to me, so might as well just go back off in the woods.
He'll look at you and be like, huh? You're like, get out of here. Just go.
Well, it's either that or take it out back Old Yeller style.
That's what you should have done, to be honest.
Yeah. Bury Mario with his
roll for jump.
All right, so yeah, I assume we're gonna go after the shard.
I retire.
Oh, you're just gonna be like, I call it a day.
I declare bankruptcy.
I'm going to put gold into this box that I've been carrying around.
You're going to literally be a dragonborn who hoards gold. I like it.
It's on brand.
Yeah.
And I'm going to jump in my gold box.
You're just going to live in the box?
Yeah.
What are you going to eat? Every once in a while, you guys just throw some people in there. It's like feeding the fish. He's even got his little sunken treasure in the fish tank.
All right, so how far away from where we are is the Vale?
So the Vale's probably a couple days ride south of you. KJ just smiled. Oh, you're just reading messages?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably a couple days ride south of you.
Okay.
There's a main road that takes you to it.
Didn't we go south before?
You went southwest to Draco Portis.
Okay, so this is not...
No.
Okay.
You just would basically be going a straight shoot south if you stick to the road. There's no major towns on the way, but, there could be, like, little
Is it warm down south?
So what you know of the Vale is that it's kind of a mysterious place where people don't usually visit. It's a thick forest that's hard to navigate through, and...
So it sounds like not worth it, then.
Sounds honestly kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I think retiring is the way to go. If you want to retire, the nearest town does have a great retirement planner you guys can go meet. So,
isn't this whole world going to be ruined if we just let Malachar do whatever we want?
It's all about short-term investment gains.
We can enjoy the next 1 to 3 months, and then we'll probably die.
I'll put you in a high-risk yield account.
I'm part dragon anyway, so I'll just kind of roll the dice on that.
You're just going to betray
Nobody
us?
said you can't just go like, I'll join you guys. You do what you want to do. This is your story.
It's a good idea, actually.
They might even give you some gold. Who knows?
We do have dragons.
Yeah. They could also kill you and just take your dragons.
Well, their dragons would die.
We're soul bonded.
So funny.
Yeah.
Just means your dragons aren't getting off after.
Yeah, I know. You got a little time for a soul bond? All right, so what are you thinking, Roger? I know you're kind of go with the flow, but what are you thinking? I'm thinking we go after the shard.
I mean, that sounds the most logical. A, because that's what it seems like Corey prepared for, and B...
Hey, you can do what you want to do.
Corey hasn't prepared for
anything. He's going to be coming
anything.
fresh from the dome.
Oh, we're fucked.
There's not much there.
Lemmy Winks.
So, are you good with us going for the shard? They're big... What the fuck is your name again?
It's Big D.
Big D. That's what I thought it was, but as I was about to say it, I was like, this doesn't sound right.
That's right.
Mike's not a big D.
Big Diva, maybe. All right, so we heading south?
I mean, I guess that's where the Vale is. Let's go get lost.
Okay.
I don't wanna.
You jump in your box, and we'll take your box with us.
Okay.
Mike and his dragon jump in the box.
I'm traveling in the box.
They're in the box.
Is there oxygen in the box?
I mean, it's a whole realm in the box.
All right.
So it's a whole like cave, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spruce it up a little bit. I'm gonna
Okay.
put some of my hoard in there. I got a bunch of shit too, I should start offloading that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's a storage container for you guys.
Yeah.
Not limitless, but
I got a magic rock. What does my magic rock do?
You've probably attuned with it at this point and realized it does nothing. It's just a rock with a painted, very dark black painted spot on it for some reason.
I'm going to start building a desk for myself.
There's a desk in the room.
Oh, I want to put my magic rock on it. It's paperweight.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
It has a purpose. Might be the most useful
A scroll weight.
There you go.
What else do I have? I have some cool stuff.
There's some cool like wall hangings in there, like drapes.
Probably gonna like paint something while I'm there.
Why are there drapes?
It's just
in
like
a cave.
They're just hung up because they're nice silks.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're worth money.
I'm gonna paint something like a mural.
A window.
Just
make
like
it
it's
seem
a
like
nice,
you're. I can see
a
the
nice
scenery.
Picture of myself.
All right.
But fancy.
Are you artistic or autistic?
Can be both.
That's fair.
He's the man that paints the New York City skyline by memory.
Yeah. That doesn't exist yet.
It's just one block.
Done. By memory. All right.
That's what I remember.
Exactly. All right. So I guess we have Mike's box, and then
prepare for a soft launch, Mike.
My box.
And like our dragons, we can be on the dragon, right? Like
yeah,
at this
you can
point?
ride them on the ground at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, you can ride your dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Is
can
he
do
able
that.
to fit with on the dragon too, or no?
Nah, I don't ride bitchback.
He could ride Mike's dragon, I guess, if Mike
I have a
doesn't
donkey.
bring the dragon. Yeah.
I didn't know if Mike's dragon was in with him in the cave.
Yeah, he is.
Well,
He's
I don't know.
hanging
He
out.
didn't say, so yeah.
He goes everywhere I go.
He's
He's holding up my portrait while I paint it.
so yeah.
I actually got a donkey and a cart, so I'm okay.
Okay. I mean, I think.
How did you get that from when we were on the other island? You just found a donkey in a cart?
Dragon just carried it in its
Did
talons.
we take a donkey and a cart on the boat?
That thing goes everywhere. So he's got his dragon goes everywhere. Roger has a damn donkey and cart. Okay.
I know he has He had Mario
Dude, when
in
you
the
guys
war.
ran
going
into the
everywhere.
ruins to get away from the massive dragon attacking the ship, that donkey and cart was like, hey, "Wait for me, bud! Hold my beer." Just riding down the fucking.
I feel like we're
winding-
retconning this.
Oh, it's not retcon. We
Hey,
never
it's-
said where it was.
That's
it's
true.
Assumed it's attached at his hip.
It's Schrodinger's donkey, okay?
Yeah.
He's everywhere and nowhere all at once.
Oh.
It's also a landmine donkey.
I mean, it's up to you. Or he was the only survivor of the huge massacre that happened at Skyreach Citadel. They didn't think to look in the stable.
He's
Just
seen
see
some
the
things.
One donkey.
Yeah, one donkey. All the horses dead, but that donkey was just below the flame level. So just
Who
got a
has
little
speak?
singed.
Who has speak to animal?
Nobody.
Oh, okay. Could have asked what he saw.
Terrible, terrible
I seen
things.
some shit.
Got any cigarettes?
Okay, so I'm gonna get on my dragon and start heading south, and he's gonna be on the donkey. I'm guessing heading south.
Do you have a
Well,
name
this-
for your donkey?
Murphy.
Murphy? Okay.
Donkey Murphy.
Exactly.
All right, so you guys set out riding south. Big D is in his box, which I assume you guys are carrying with you and not leaving behind. Accurate?
Yes.
Yeah, it can sit in the cart until we need him.
That's fair. Okay.
Doesn't he have to say a certain word to get in and a certain word to get out?
Yeah,
He does.
gold. I already said
Gold
that.
Gold
Yeah.
to get in, and we don't remember
Return.
Damn.
Look at that.
He does
He's in and
remember.
out.
It's been a while.
I know how to get in my box.
And out. And then in. And then
I know all the magic words to get in the box. And it's usually gold.
I love you.
Some sort of monetary value.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so yes, we've got Mike's box, and we're heading south.
Okay. You're heading south to get to the bugs.
Oh my god.
All right. So with that in mind, you guys, nothing really happens along the way. You see less travelers. I mean, originally you would have seen a couple people going here and there to get to the Citadel, but now they're not. Go figure. About a day into your ride, nobody wants to do anything along the ride, I assume. Yeah.
No, not really.
Mike, you're staying in your box.
Yeah.
Your roll. You want to do your painting?
Got a roll for painting?
Oh yeah, if you want to do good.
I don't really care what other people think. It's always going to be a 20 to me.
It's all about perspective.
Yeah. But we'll put a dollar value on it just in case. Do I actually have to roll?
Yeah.
For what?
To see how good of a painting it is.
Yeah, but like, what am I rolling for? Intimidation? You
No,
won't like
no,
this fucking painting.
I'd probably go with
Performance?
Sleight of hand.
No.
yeah, sleight of hand, I guess. would be
Sleight of
fair.
hand? No, I'm not stealing it.
Yeah, but or just put your.
It would have to be performance.
It should just be dexterity.
Dex modifier. That's it.
Oh, well, that's a 0. I'm going strength, if anything.
Well, you should chisel.
Dagron.
Where was it?
It's real bad. It's a stick dragon.
So I want.
It's
I want you to
Trondor.
know-
Consummate bees. Consummate bees.
My question about your character is: how confident are you that you're gonna look at this thing and be like, "This is a fucking masterpiece," even if it's dog shit?
I don't know what you mean. Maybe I'm overconfident.
That's what
I
I'm
rolled low. I'm like, I think it looks like crap, but it's actually probably a masterpiece.
No, I think it's the other way. You
It's
think
modern
Well,
art.
I mean, it can't be worse than what I already don't think it is.
You think it's amazing, but it sucks. It sucks real bad. Even
No.
your dragon's like, I can't fucking tell him. Don't think it out loud. Don't think it out loud.
She just sets it on fire.
He's like,
Oh no,
oh
we gotta
god,
start over.
gotta try again.
All right. I did it. It got a little better. Twice as good.
Was it a 4?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was real bad before.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
All right, you've upgraded to stick figure.
Well, no, stick figure now it has some scales on it.
No, now it's stick figure now.
What was it before?
Before the paint was running and it was just abstract.
Well, I like abstract. That's cool.
Okay.
All right, well,
But
V2.
It was bad abstract though.
There is no bad abstract art.
It's when it's not abstract, and you think it's abstract.
And-
It was
but
really
it
just-
doesn't matter.
Really, you thought you were making something abstract and you just drew a circle.
I'm just gonna take a banana and duct tape it to the wall.
Be like, dragon.
$2 million.
That's fair.
Oh,
All right, so you guys ride south for a while. About a day into your journey, you'll notice there's up on the road. It's not a town, but there's like a little inn tavern kind of situation going on.
Okay.
And above, there's a sign on the wall of it, and it says
Help wanted. Help
Dos
wanted.
Dos Puertos Tavern.
Two Ports Tavern.
2 doors technically, but yeah. Portos would be portals.
does it have more than?
Why
two
is it in
doors?
Spanish?
It has 2 doors.
And yeah, why is it in Spanish?
I don't
Oh,
know.
because we're
What
going
do
south.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you not tolerant of other cultures?
we must
don't
have, we
think
must
that
have gotten to
there's
the
Spanish.
Why
border.
is it in English?
That's common.
It's not actually English. It's just common.
Well, this is Spanish.
But that's the question that we're having. Why is it in Spanish?
Why are all the other towns in Latin?
They're not.
Yeah, Portos Draco is Latin.
Okay.
That's one.
Portum, yeah.
That's one.
No, I think I'm pretty sure I made all of them Latin. So
All right. Anyway, so
Skyreach
there's a,
Citadel, not obviously.
there's
Isn't
a
it
tavern
Elvish?
there, but that's not the town.
There is no town. I said.
Yeah,
I
this
said,
is just like a
without
way
where
station.
where the veil.
Return.
Coaching
the
in.
Vale's not a town. It's
Oh.
it's a forest, a dense forest where
Gotcha.
people go missing all the time.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
What time? Is it time to rest? Is that the hint?
No, I would say it's evening, but I mean you could ride through the night and go right by.
Do they have
It's up to you.
cheeseburgers?
I don't know. Do you want to go up to the door and go, or one of the doors and go in?
I'm going to go through both doors.
At the same time.
How close are the doors together?
There is a distinct, as you approach the doors, you'll notice that there's a distinct line in between the doors. And it almost seems like you go in one or the other, but you're being sorted. And above
is one they them.
God damn it! I should have done that. No. So above one door is a line. You notice the doors are different heights too.
Kind of line.
Well, so you notice the doors are different heights. So one seems smaller and one seems taller. One's about 5 feet tall and one is closer to 6 feet.
Well, I gotta go through the big one because I'm a big boy.
Yep. So you go up to the big door?
Yeah.
You open it?
No. Because I don't like the way you looked at me and asked me that question.
Okay.
Do we have any of them? Any of the things left? Any of the people? Or was it Mario's the only one?
Mario was it.
Is Luigi? We don't have him?
No, he got killed in his sleep, mysteriously.
Okay. JJ. He's the only cannon fodder we got left.
How am I cannon fodder?
Thank
Use
you.
your dragon.
I'm glad I'm elevated
Why?
above cannon fodder. Thank you.
Use your dragon.
Dragon's way more important.
Right. Me and my dragon are way more important than this.
All right, you go through the small one then.
But I'll go through the small one.
Okay. Roger's cannon fodder.
I will happily walk through the small door.
How big is your character?
Like 5'1", maybe.
Okay, so you try to go through the small door, which is 5 feet. You kind of have to duck a little bit.
Limbo a little bit.
You go through the door, and you don't actually see inside. And when you walk through the entrance, you find yourself back in front of both doors again.
Okay. Is there a window?
Or a wall?
There are windows, but if you try to peer through it, you can't see in for some
sweat
reason.
drip?
Huh?
Windows, walls.
What?
Sweat.
Ah, skeet, goddamn.
Oh, I thought he was like trying to get my attention for something.
That's
Sweat drip down
that's
the
the
balls.
sweat and drip down my bowels.
I see what you
All right, I go to the big door.
Yep. So you open the big door, you walk in, and sure enough, when you walk in, there's a bar. You notice that there's one person tending bar running back and forth, but in the middle of the room...
I duck so I don't hit the bar.
Boo.
Man, this bar would really suck if I was like a Goliath and like 7'5".
Yeah. What?
You get down on your knees and crawl through.
But so
Isn't that a spider? The Goliath?
It is a type of tarantula, yeah, but in the game it's a...
The Goliath bird eater?
All right, I'm gonna rein this back.
No.
Here.
You have the bird eater spider?
From what?
real life.
Life?
What do you mean? What?
It's a
The
spider.
Goliath bird eater is like the biggest spider on the planet. It
They're
eats
like the size of a
birds.
dinner plate.
Yeah, they're massive.
I don't like this.
They're in Australia.
I'm fine with this.
Brazil. I think.
Yeah,
That's still
something like that.
south. We're fine.
I do.
We're
I do
going
believe
south.
It actually is
Oh
Australia.
no! All right, so yeah, Big D walks in and he notices one bar. One is set about a foot higher than the other one, and you notice that everybody's divided. So all the patrons that are in this area, you got your tall people on your side, and your under 5 feet tall, like dwarves and all those kind of creatures, are on the other side. And there seems to be a clear. There's nothing blocking your path to the other side, but you can see a clear division in the middle of the bar where it's like, you know, the color scheme's different on this half and that half, and there's a pretty clear painted line down the middle.
I don't like racism.
So are we all in now?
He went in that big door.
And he went in the small door, but then
And I
ended
just
up
came
back
right back
outside
I kicked him right back out.
because he was too tall.
Yeah, I mean, you could assume that.
So we all, and I'm
Discriminating me
taller
because
than
I'm-
him, so I go. What about our dragons? Our dragons are short.
It goes by length.
I don't think we're going to be able to get them in the door. They're going to have to wait outside.
They could guard the
Donkey?
The donkey in the
the
cart.
donkey in the cart.
Okay,
The
so
donkey in the cart trying to shove through the 6 foot door. Ain't leaving me up, man. I want to be you.
The cart drags sideways.
So yeah, I go through the tall door too.
Yep. So you go in, and sure enough, you see Big D at the
There's
bar.
one bar.
There's one bar, but halfway through it's a different height, and there's.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the bar and I'm gonna try to shuffle over the line a little bit.
Okay. The second your foot touches the line to cross it, you find yourself back outside.
I go to the bar and order a drink.
Which door do you go through?
The only one I can.
I know, yeah.
I guess I follow suit through the larger door.
Yep. So you guys go through the larger door and go up to the bar. You getting a drink? What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to pay for it and accidentally cross the line a little bit.
Okay.
Shoot your coin across the line. See what happens.
So they hand you a drink. You're gonna hand them a coin, and then you're going to move your finger across the line.
No, my foot. I kind of just accidentally.
So
shuffle
as
across.
you push a coin across,
before you give the coin.
Well, I still have the coin in my hand.
Oh, okay. So you're like, I'm back out front.
Tried to pay for it.
all right. So you do that, and the second your foot touches the line, you're back outside again.
But where's the drink?
In my hand.
Is it?
Nope. Gold's in your hand. Did you say you picked up the drink?
Yeah.
I don't think you said that. I said he was sliding the drink to you, and you said you went to hand him gold.
I
but
got
it
the
was in-
drink.
Okay. Well, you teleport outside with an empty mug.
Where did the booze go?
It's magic.
On the floor.
Just splashed on the floor.
Drop
All right,
straight
this is-
down.
God damn.
This is ghosts. Let's burn it down.
Is it ghosts?
It's ghosts. Gotta be. My beer just disappeared.
I don't think that's how that works. But the bartender's there. That's
Yeah, there's one bartender who
for both sides. Or?
Yeah, he's hammering around. He's
But he can go back and forth without issue.
Yep, without issue. He's flying back and forth. The one area of the bar that seems to be the same is behind the bar itself. Like it just seems like
I
it's,
jump over the bar.
Yeah. You try to jump over the bar and you find yourself just plant face into a wall, but you don't see a wall. It's invisible.
Okay. But he can hand stuff to me.
Yep.
I don't like this magic stuff.
Are there other patrons?
Yep, there's tons of there's other people, and there you can tell that the people on the far side that you're not on are shorter. You have dwarves, gnomes, all kinds of things.
I'll walk to a table of people, air quote, my height. So, what's with the racism?
Sizeism.
Same thing, really. I mean, theoretically, I guess I could be a
Bunch of shorties and bunch of bigots. Be honest with you.
a dwarf like statured elf and go into there. Or does it go? That does bring up an interesting topic.
So you ask them, what about the sizes? They say, it's not just size, changes every night. They sort us into 2 groups. There's contests, prizes. It's fun. Noon likes to see who will win.
Noon?
You're not there.
Noon, though?
Noon?
Like Noon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have a quiver? Like
That picked up on the microphone, sir. Jesus H. Christ.
Just
Gotta
be
pick
thankful
up
you're
on
over
other
there.
senses in a
Sure,
minute.
yeah.
just be thankful you're over there.
Yeah, I'm sure I know who Mike
Fuck
is.
you,
It's
he
going to
aimed
be
it this
everywhere.
way. He was like, meh.
No, it's got stuffed into the chair. It's fine.
Anyway,
Burger King, man.
What was the question? Sorry. My brain's in a
No-
cloud.
nothing.
now.
he was
I was
making a
making-
joke.
I was making a reference to something you don't get.
So, okay, when do the games? Or I'm not there, so whatever.
I pay for my beer,
Okay.
and I want to drink it now.
Sure. You get your drink from the guy flying back and forth serving everybody, and then you drink it.
I'm gonna listen to him and be like, "What's going on?"
You're gonna walk. Okay.
So
What are you doing?
Trying to talk to the bartender.
Okay. So you first. Do you have any questions?
What kind of contests, man? Like prize? You said prizes. I like prizes. I like giving away things.
Oh, it's random random contests, random prizes every night. Basically, it just pits us against them. Sometimes we're
contest
sorted by
tonight?
height. Sometimes we're sorted by our
Weight?
backgrounds, all kinds of things. Sometimes
How would
it's
he know my
physical.
background?
Noon just seems to know everything. You can't get in on the side unless you're belong to the group.
He's a Wizard of Oz.
So if he knows everything, how hasn't he stopped Malrakar yet?
it's not important to him.
We should really recruit this dude. Like, have him put a temporarily like clothes sign up, and he could save the fucking world in like a week.
If we ate his brain, we might get his knowledge.
I don't think that's a thing.
You know, I'm not usually into cannibalism.
Eating brain and getting their knowledge.
What if we like
KJ, that's
assimilate
where the
him
smart
into the
stuff
Borg?
is. Fucking don't know science.
Yeah.
If you eat his heart, you get his courage.
Clearly, he's not courageous because he just owns a fucking bar and has the potential to save the world. Look at this Tom Bombadil looking motherfucker.
So is the guy who owns it not the bartender?
Do you ask the bartender?
Yes, I ask him if he owns his establishment.
Sure do.
Is he Noon? Even though I don't know his name yet.
He's got a big name tag.
Does his name tag say Noon?
It says Knight.
I feel like he's short and has a handlebar mustache.
He's mid-height.
What's mid-height?
Like, you know, he's pretty tall, like 5'9", I would say.
That's not mid-height.
Well, that's under the national
height, baby.
That's under the national average, so he's short.
Is it under the
U.S. national average is 5'10".
5'10". Yeah, you're under, you bitch.
Check my license. 5'10".
You lie.
No, I shrunk.
He had his...
I did not get fucking measured when I got my license.
I'm 5'9" soft, 5'10".
That's what a soft lodge is, baby.
Okay, so... Yeah, I got nothing. Like, do we care? The fuck is going on at this place? Like, do I care?
Yeah, we want prizes.
All right.
Clearly, he's guiding us toward the prizes.
He wants us to try and embarrass ourselves for free shit.
Ask him, be like, "Hey, is this karaoke night?"
I'll start singing. It's
do
fine.
it.
I could do Freebird right now.
What are you asking? None of that seemed like a question.
I didn't know that there were prizes, so I can't talk on this. Okay. I was just talking to the bartender.
Is your conversation over then?
Yeah.
Okay. You're continuing yours?
Just like, when do we normally do like the competitions? Is it like his name suggests at noon?
No, I don't know why his name's noon. They say the contest should start in about 10 minutes or so.
That's oddly specific that we came just in time.
Yeah, you guys are lucky.
I wouldn't call it that.
It's almost like this whole world is built around your actions. You're the main characters of the story, and I'm just
NPC
on the side.
No, I'm sure you have your own life. Man whose name I have still not known yet.
It's Doug.
Jeez.
Doug, you want to go on an adventure?
Yes.
Hey, guys.
My wife won't let me, though.
She will. She doesn't have to know.
You haven't
kidnap him.
She doesn't have to know.
Throw him in the box.
What if she dies?
Then I will weep.
While you're on an adventure?
Hey,
weep with joy?
Let's open the box, and I'm going to throw him in the box.
Is he an artist?
Doug, what's your profession?
Why don't you just go ask other people there? Who's an artist?
This is the only guy that matters now. We have a name.
And now we have Doug.
I'm a delivery driver.
Of what?
All kinds of things. I get hired to bring stuff from town to town.
Huh. What kind of stuff? Sundials. You want to buy a sundial?
Yeah, all kinds. Right now, I don't have a load, so...
No.
Business must be
soft
slow.
launch, no load, huh?
Yeah, business has been slow.
I mean, the main importer of goods just kind of got burnt to the ground, so...
Who is that?
Skyreach Citadel, I imagine.
Importer, okay.
Not exporter, importer.
Sure. Okay.
All right, I sign up for this event.
Okay. Well, just stick around and we'll match you up.
It's got like 6 minutes left at most.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys doing anything till the event starts?
I will explain to him that there will be a fantastic prize given to us if we can embarrass the shit out of each other.
I know at a game you don't know what he said, so you're just sitting in the corner like, I don't talk to anybody.
I don't know social.
Yeah, you told me.
So all I would do is sit in the corner and twiddle my wiener.
Joke's on you. This is a
twiddle your
round bar.
wiener?
Easy. You
Helicopter it?
You can't do it if you're not soft launching.
Well, I mean, like,
Nice.
you can twiddle your thumbs like this, right? But, like, do you just... you know? No, like,
Almost caught one.
Pretend one of them is your...
This might be good that this isn't on video.
Is it? How do you twiddle it, though?
Mike, don't pull your wiener out to show. We don't.
I need to figure out how you twiddle a wiener.
Is it like a 2-man job, or are you like...
Oh yeah, if two guys could twiddle wieners for sure.
Jesus Christ.
Is it
That's
a soft,
double helicoptering though. He's gonna make sure they.
It's a soft launch sword fight. That's all it is.
Just two guys twiddling wieners.
That's the title of this episode, please. We might get more viewers.
Well, we didn't have a lot of laughs in the last couple of ones, but I think we brought it back.
Yeah, that's what happens after you take a few weeks off.
Twiddle wieners. Should take weeks
All
off
right.
more often.
So anyway,
That's got to be in the Urban Dictionary somewhere. I'm looking it up.
While you do that, what's happening at the
yeah,
bar?
we're waiting for the.
So if
thing.
you guys are just waiting, 6.5 minutes go by precisely. And then Noon jumps up on the bar and says, "Today's event is about to get ready. If you wish to participate, line up at the middle of the room. Match up with someone on the other side."
Okay.
And so people on the short side, tall side start lining up. And you have no idea what the event's going to be, but they are having you line up against somebody. So there's gnomes, there's dwarves, there's a lot of, like, maybe even a random kobold who's a little more decent and domesticated.
Can I point out that we had a dragon try to kill us? We got a ride from another. Mike found it. We got a ride from another dragon.
What the fuck? He's sitting over there Googling
Dick twiddling?
I told you. Well, first of all, it's just called twiddle dick.
Twiddle dick. That makes
And
sense.
that's moving your penis in a side-to-side motion very quickly. And I know all y'all have tried this before.
That's accurate. That's very accurate.
If you own a dick, you've done this.
If you own a dick, not if you have one, but just if you own one.
Well, yeah, I mean, he has a dick, but he doesn't own it.
Okay, my point was that we had a dragon try to kill us. We then get a ride back from another dragon to the citadel that has been wiped out, and now we're like, you know what we're gonna do? Play games. We're gonna play some games, win some prizes.
This is a very stressful situation that we all need to blow off some steam. Just because you want to twiddle dick in the corner.
Flop, 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 flop.
Maybe that's what the competition is.
Oh shit, I lose.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead.
Okay, so you guys match up. What kind of creature do you want to match up with? It comes into play depending what the event is.
Hobbit.
Hobbit?
Doesn't matter. You pick for me.
Okay. So halfling, we'll say maybe dwarf?
Sure.
Are we, is this co-ed or?
Doesn't matter, yeah. Girl and boys on the other side. Because girls can do anything, boys can do, Mike. It doesn't matter.
True. Unless you're like,
Except
if you're
twiddle dick.
And
fencing.
today's event is menstruating.
I was going to say, when
Damn
you get
it.
twiddle dick.
Yeah, twiddle dick.
I win.
If you get beat at twiddle dick by a girl, oh boy. There's some questions to be asked.
Yeah. Micro penis.
Can you imagine? Oh, she was excited. She was wagging her clit at me.
Is there an equivalent on Urban Dictionary?
No, you just wag it like a dog.
Oh my god. Corey's dying over there.
Twiddle clit.
Twiddle clit. Yeah, twiddle clit.
Oh. Unfortunately, not the event tonight.
Yeah, okay.
What do you want to match up against, Mike?
Human ranger.
Okay, so you'd find, there's a human who just happens to be under 5 feet. He's short. And then, so Noon says the event tonight is going to be dodgeball.
Oh God!
And so he instructs both sides to back up to the end of the bar on either side. And as all people line up against the wall, in the middle of the room materializes a bunch of what looks like stuffed sheep's bladders, and they just appear in the middle of the room. Noon puts 3 fingers up and counts down from 3 to 1, and when he gets to 0, you are free to run in and try to get the balls. So all attempts to get there are going to be athletic checks against your opponent, and then to hit is going to be a ranged attack versus a dex save, straight up. So
Mike should try to stealth.
I mean, if it's athletics,
and he gets a 1.
If it's athletics, I'm super high in that.
Yeah.
Same.
So
I get an 18 with a +4 and then a +3 in athletics.
So all of you roll athletics check. Oof.
Ooh, nice.
Sorry, Mike.
18.
19.
I immediately rolled a crit against you.
26.
I got a fuck against you.
23, I mean.
And I got a fuck against you. I got crit, fuck. So Mike is not going to beat his guy to the bladder ball. You two will.
Can I turn and just tag his person like immediately?
I'm gonna say like they both throws will happen, but you can target his because your guy doesn't have a ball, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have the ball at the line. He's not gonna have one on his point because there's only one in the middle, but for the two of us, right?
Your guy won't have one. Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Is this a team thing or
It's team.
winner take all?
So you're matched up with one person to race for your one ball. Then after that, it's knock out whoever you want.
But again, it's team.
Yeah, it's a team.
I
You
don't
guys-
I don't want to throw it at Mike.
No,
Correct. Yeah,
I'm gonna throw it at his ranger.
You're throwing it at the other side.
Okay.
All right. So I'll start with you if you want to try to throw against him.
100%. 19.
Yep, that's going to be a hit. He's going to throw it at you, so roll a d20 for a dex save and add your dex save bonus. And you should be fine. You rolled terrible.
17. I don't have a dex.
So 17.
Extra.
17. Yep. Either way, he threw terrible, so you're going to be fine. You're able to sidestep it, and you'll be able to run and collect it as well, so you can throw next time. You want to throw yours?
Sure. What is it? Is it?
It doesn't matter. He rolled a fuck. So you don't even have to try. It bounces off him.
How have you rolled 3 of those in 5 rolls?
This is the one Mike got me. It's heavy. Maybe it's weighted. I don't know. but so you
It is pretty fuck heavy.
Yeah. You throw and it hits him, and then he accidentally like headbutts it into another team's member. So you get 2 for 1, and they are down. We'll say there was probably starting 10 on both sides, so they're down to 8.
6. 7.
7. Sorry, yeah, you hit 1 too, so they're down to 7. We'll say the other people who got balls maybe knocked out 2 of yours too, so it's 8 to 7 now, and then the rest were all misses. So, and then you're able to collect a ball this round, but you won't be able to throw. Same with you, but you were able to get one, so you want to throw.
That is...
It's a ranged
10.
attack, so... Oh, you have no dex, though, do you? So,
Correct.
Yeah. All right, so you throw and it's missed. And then you two are going to have to dodge. So Roger first. Ugh.
10?
Yeah, he hits you. So you got 16. So is that your dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that guy is still crying about that kid all this time ago.
And then you going to dodge. Oops. Nope, I got a 16 again. I only roll the same numbers.
16.
Okay.
That goes to me.
And you have a dex saving throw?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, we'll give it to you on a tie. So you're able to just barely sidestep. Unfortunately, it hits the guy behind you on your team, so you'll be 1 down.
I'm too busy gloating and get caught.
And then we'll say one of their team gets out, so now you're down to 7 versus 6 at this point. So you're able to collect a ball. Mike, you can too this round. Roger, when you get hit with the ball, you find yourself teleported to the bar where you're kind of like in a stool and unable to get back in the action. So
22.
Yep.
I'm going to hurl insults at the other team.
There you go.
That's a crit 20.
All right, those are both gonna be hits. So yeah, you both get hits. They're down to should be 5, but let's
I don't get anything extra out of a 20.
And they got a fuck too, so they actually threw one, and missed, and then one of the balls got bounced into a teammate, so they're down to 4, and you guys are still at 7. So what?
So I don't get anything extra out of it for a 20.
You got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I'll say you hit another one, so they're down to 3. So you guys are winning, but you won't be able to get a ball this time. But they're gonna throw at you a fuck, and roll to see if you.
That is 20.
20? Okay. So, a nat 20?
No.
Okay. So,
how are you getting a 20? Isn't this off your dexterity?
Well,
That's your saving throw.
Oh, okay. So that's a 13.
oh, okay.
Well, my throws are 4 plus 3.
Right. No, I get that for throws, but this is dex.
This is the saving.
13.
Yeah. So, either way, you're able to dodge yours too. Yours, he threw it so soft, you were able to catch. Unfortunately, it doesn't bring back anyone in this, but you now have a ball where you can throw this round. So, go ahead and throw. I mean, how
maybe. Bad? So 10.
Yeah, you get it then. You're going to get an 8. So that's a 50-50. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
So they're down to 2, but they will... We'll say they hit one of yours, so you're down to 6. And then you're able to scramble and grab a ball. You just threw, so I'll just say you're dodging again.
Mike, throw your ball.
Roll to dodge.
10.
Also 10.
Well, so you get hit and you miss. So now you find yourself teleported to the bar as well. You guys are down to 6.
Versus 2.
And then let's see what they do. All right, so you guys will lose 1, they lose 1. They have 1 person left, and you guys have 5. And just to speed this up, you're able to hit them and knock them out. So the game ends. Everybody appears at the bar, and ale is put in front of you, and it's on the house. And in front of your side of the bar are gold medallions that are probably worth about 20 gold apiece, but inscribed on it are tall people rule, and it kind of like glitters in the light. Just looks cool.
I'm going to find the shortest person in the bar.
Okay, they're on the other side. Yeah.
I will toss it to... I'll call them over to the side. Because objects can pass through, but we can't. Correct?
Yeah, you could throw the medallion over there.
Yeah, I'm going to give the shortest person at the bar the tall people rule medallion.
Okay, there's a little tiny gnome over there just like, getting pissed that he lost, and like he was the last guy that left, and he's like, I can't carry the whole fucking team on my back.
Literally.
Hey, Mir!
He's like, what do you want?
Mir.
What?
Mir.
Mir?
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh, okay. He comes over and goes, what the fuck you want?
I'll toss it through the fucking little barrier that I can't grab.
He catches it, and he's like, are you rubbing it in?
100%. And just turn and walk away.
You fucking dick. But he pockets it and he leaves. And yeah, you guys have gold medallions that just will, be keepsakes for you guys.
I wear it.
Okay. Tell people rule. You're like average. I'm taller than 5 feet. Mike Big D on the other hand is fucking huge, so it's a little more fitting, I'd say.
I'm tall too.
You hang it off your Big D, don't you?
Okay. So
That was eventful.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you guys are able, like, if you want to spend the night here, you can get a room for, we'll say, like 1 gold piece for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And get up in the morning and head to get further south to the Vale.
Yep. You wake up in the morning, everything's fine. You want to just hit the road?
Yeah, it's really nothing eventful. Like that was definitely something.
It was a random encounter.
Huh.
Can't imagine where that came from.
I don't know. But so yeah, you guys head south. It'll take you probably the rest of the day, but you'll get there kind of like mid-afternoon. And I just want to see how much time. Okay, we got time. So you arrive at the entrance, if you will, to the Verdant Vale. And when you get there, you see kind of a cobblestone bridge that goes across a little stream. And on the far side on the left, you can see a fenced off area, which looks like it's a graveyard. Up ahead, you can see, thick woods, lots of mist, and it seems like there's one clear path forward. And it's kind of covered in a deep fog.
Man, I wonder how people go lost here so easily. There's obviously only one correct path.
Yeah. So, you guys cross the bridge?
No.
Okay, you turn around. I want to see what other games are back there.
I bet one's part cheesy.
No, that was probably the only one that was like...
How long
gamey.
is the bridge?
25, 30 feet.
How deep is the water?
I mean, you could probably fjord the river.
We're going to cock and float the wagon.
Your cart would have a hard time.
Do I have to cock the wheels and float it across?
Cock the wagon.
Yeah.
BD.
No, it's more like it's a steady like brook, if you will.
Oh, shit, I died of
It's just
dysentery.
rocky and like a little bit of a gully there.
Okay.
But it's not like
Break
it's
his
a
leg.
river.
But like, could I cross it myself
Sure.
without issue?
I'm going to cross the bridge.
Yeah. It would probably come up to like your knee to waist level, but like you could go across it without getting swept down stream or anything like
And
that.
my dragon could swim through it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have any problem.
I do that.
Okay, you get wet doing that, but you make it to the other side, no
I'm
problem.
going to cross the bridge.
Okay, he crosses the bridge and he stays dry.
I'll take the bridge. It sounds like being dry is useful.
Yeah. You are now officially soft launched to the cold water.
It's fine. My dragon can warm
So
me up.
you guys get to the other side. You see the stone path goes forward. And to your left, you would see like I said, a graveyard. There are some fresh graves that appear to be dug. And as you get closer, you see a spectral vision that appears to be a grave digger. But when he sees you guys crossing the bridge, he turns and just fades into nothingness, and he disappears.
That was fucking rude.
I'm going to go take a look at the grave he was digging.
Sure. You go up to the grave, and it's, 6 feet deep. It's a grave. There's tombstones there, but nothing written on them. And there appears to be like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 graves, I'll say.
Which one was he hovering over?
He was, looked like he was digging the graves, essentially. But we'll say the last one in the line, so the 6th one.
Anything good in the graves?
Some good old dirt,
Hmm.
maybe a couple worms.
All right, I'm going to use investigation.
Okay, you roll it.
That is an 11-ish. What else is an investigation?
Intelligence.
Yeah. Technically, you have an advantage,
Advantage.
but only when working on a puzzle. So this is not.
Is this
a puzzle.
puzzling me?
No, this is a grave. It's a
I'm
hole.
puzzled as to why the ghost was there.
I'm going to check the other headstones.
Sure. So you check the other headstones. You see, I mean, they all have names on them and no dates or anything.
Any
It's just
cool
the name.
names?
All of them seem like fairly freshly buried, but different stages, I guess. None of the names you really recognize though, or anything, and they all seem to be the exact same. There's no like one stone that's more ornate than the other or anything like that.
Are they an anagram?
What?
Are they an anagram?
I mean, no,
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah,
I'm going to.
I was gonna give you names and then be like, you tell me, and then I was like, no, it's not even worth it.
It spells penis. Why does it spell penis?
All right, I want to keep going.
Okay, so you guys leave the cemetery and continue down the path?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So as you continue down the path, I'm going to have you all roll a perception check.
Ooh, I'm good at these. Says the man who's
22.
moderately okay at these.
What's the passive perception?
That's if someone's trying to sneak past you.
They have to roll higher than that.
Oh, there it is. Thought I lost my thing.
How do you increase that?
Increasing your wisdom and your perception skill.
Oh, wisdom. Okay, so I got a 15.
I got a 20.
22.
You got a what?
20.
22 and a 15.
Mm-hmm.
So you two will notice that as you get closer to the path going forward, there's dense fog. And if you happen to look
we have
back...
to use a perception to see the dense fog?
No, let me finish. When you look back towards the graveyard, you'll see that the first stone seems to be shimmering, like where a name would appear. But nothing's really appeared yet, but you just kind of catch it out of your peripheral. If you look back, you won't see anything, but it was enough that you noticed it. You might think it's a trick of the eyes, but to you it seemed suspect, I guess.
Spooky.
As you get going into the path and get closer to the dense fog, you'll notice that the stones in front of you are becoming more like a clear path forward. Like it's not a yellow brick road, but like a brick road heading forward. And the first stones, even though it's very faint and faded, you're able to see that there is an inscription in the ground below you. And because you notice it, I assume you inspect it further and would be able to read the following. Says, to thee who would continue, I write a warning. Of those who have entered, few are left to speak of what was seen. These woods will lead straight to your demise. Turn back now or forever be lost. And that's all it says. The fog in front of you seems to almost be like sitting still and like it's not spreading. But if you try to look into it, you can maybe see like 4 feet and that's about it. So it'd be very easy to be lost in it, but there is a road beneath you that you can kind of follow.
Okay.
So I don't know what you guys want.
I told them what was on the stone.
Sure. He tells you what's on the stones.
Well, I just happen to have 1,000 ball bearings I can drop behind us as we're advancing. So we know if we're like either circling back or if we turn around and they're gone. Obviously, we've been misled.
We've been bamboozled.
Okay.
You want to check out the headstone that you glimmered?
Yeah, might be something useful. Worst comes to worst, I can knock it over.
Okay. So you go back to the
glowing headstone.
You're all just waiting while he does that, right? Okay. So yeah, you go back and you see the headstone. Like I said, you caught it out of the corner of your eye, but when you turned back, it doesn't seem like anything's different about it. But it was the first stone in the new row, or of graves. So
nothing in the grave.
Nope. And you can touch the stone, feel around. Nothing seems different about it.
Nah, I got nothing.
Okay. So you head back to where they are. So he comes back. You guys are still kind of on the edge of where the fog starts, right where the inscription is.
Onward.
Okay. So you walk forward, and let's say you walk for, probably a minute or so, and you come to a fork in the road, which you can see the bricks beneath your feet diverge both left and right, and one path goes forward even, but you can see the paths either way. Which way do you want to go?
As we're walking, every 2 or 3 paces, I'm just gonna drop a ball bearing.
Sure. So yeah, you do that, and if you turn around, you do see the last couple bearings, but it's like I said, 4 or 5 feet of visibility. So, and all around you, if you go to the edge of the walk, you'll see woods, but it's they look so thick that even passing through them would be a challenge. I mean, you could try to hack on them, but
if only I was a druid.
Do we want to stay on one path, or do you want to take my dragon and I'll take your dragon, so that we can still communicate?
What if they diverge very far? Ain't you ever never seen one of them horror movies? You gotta stick together.
You don't split up.
Yeah. Daphne, you're with me.
Donkey ain't leaving him, so it doesn't matter.
I got my traveling companion. I got Murphy.
All right. Is there anything on the ground for the stones that I could?
No, I mean they kind of just looks like a stone path either way.
No more inscriptions.
No.
Take a left.
All right, we go left.
Okay, so you go left and you walk about 10 feet, and then you find yourself all of a sudden walking back into the entrance to the Verdant Vale. The bridge is behind you. The graveyard's on your left. You'll notice, though, that the first grave now does have a name on it, and it's Big D.
You're going to die.
Perfect.
And the gravekeeper is there. Again, he sees you, though, and just fades into nothingness.
Still, that's really fucking rude of him.
So I walk up. Do I see his ball bearings as we get closer to the edge again?
So when you get closer to the edge, no. For some reason, the ball bearings, even though you saw them, a couple feet behind you as you went, seem to just be gone. So we'll say you have 1,000 of them.
I have 1,000.
I'm not really worried about it. We'll say you maybe dropped like 15 or 16 or something. Probably more, but who cares?
So if we get back to the same spot, we should try going right.
Well, now it has a name on it. Maybe we went the right way. So?
Means you're going to die.
How do you know?
Or what if
maybe it's just more of a warning.
What if the warning was correct and the only way forward is to go backwards?
Maybe the only back way is to forward.
That sounds like a soft launch.
All
right, let's go backwards. What was the quote?
Yeah, so you'd be able to go up and read it now that he pointed out where it is. So it says, "To thee who would continue, I write a warning. Of those who have entered, few are left to speak what was seen. These woods will lead straight to your demise. Turn back now or forever be lost."
Let's turn back.
You can turn back.
Okay, share.
But I can't find the way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right, well, I tell them to wait there.
At the graveyard?
Side.
Okay.
Yeah. And me and my dragon are going to go right.
You're going to go up the path and take the first right. Sure.
Yeah.
So you walk way up, and keep in mind you don't know this at a game. You walk way up, you get to that same spot, and you take a right. And you continue to walk for probably another 45 seconds to a minute, and you come to another fork. And this one, again, has a path straight, left, and right.
So it's 3 paths.
Yep. There were 3 paths on the last one.
I thought there was only 2 left.
No,
you said
you
fork.
I said you could go left, right, or straight. I might have said fork, but I did say you could go straight.
Yeah, forks have multiple tongues, so I mean, it's like a trident of paths.
It's a trident. It's a 4-way fork.
That would be a fork.
There you go. So I was right. I said fork.
Or else the other ones would be a thrike or a toque.
So I go
Fool
back
of a toque.
to the first fork.
You try to turn around and go back.
Yeah.
You find yourself back at the entrance to the Vernet Vale. The graves are now. The second one has your name on it.
Are they there?
Yep, they're there, and
they see the
they
second
see you
name.
come up behind them, and they're like, "Whoa!" And then they see the second grave now has your name on it.
All right. So I tell them that if we go right at first, it brings you to another fork that is 3 ways. Even though the person telling us never told us that the first one went 3 ways.
I did.
Our eyes are deceiving us. Clearly. So let's go to the first fork. We'll take that right.
Okay.
I'm going to try center
Okay.
at the second fork.
All right. So you guys go to the first fork. You take a right. Works great. You go a minute down that path, and you get to another fork, 3-way fork, and you're gonna go. What are you guys doing? He's going straight. What do you want?
I'm going to give him the telepathy stone.
Okay. Remind me the stats for that. It works for
An hour.
an hour. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So you have
So-
the telepathy stone.
Yeah,
and
I can talk to him
communicate
on
with
my
him.
head.
Yep.
So he goes forward.
Yep. You go forward, and you find yourself back at the entrance to the Vernet Vale. The grave now has your name on it as well.
It's not straight.
Do you say it out loud or in your? I think it'd be really funny if you just said it out loud and didn't do it telepathically.
I'm not a smart man, so
It's
probably.
true, probably.
Yeah.
All right. So I tell Big D.
Okay.
We're
I'm-
standing next
I'm
to each
So you wanna
curious.
go left?
Left. That's what I was thinking. We go left.
Okay. You
Together.
guys go left and you go down about another minute and a half or so, and you come to another 3-way fork.
Middle.
Okay.
Okay. You go down the middle, and sure enough, that's right. While they're doing that,
No, we said middle, not right.
no, I said that's right.
You said-
I understand.
Yeah, but he
Correct.
said we're going down the middle, not the right.
Okay. So when they're doing that, what are you trying to do?
Wait.
Okay. So as you're waiting, you've seen your name appear on the grave, and the gravekeeper is not disappearing now. And he's actually looking straight at you, kind of menacingly, but he's not approaching you yet.
Does telepathic work both ways?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I tell him the correct path.
Okay.
Be there in a minute. I got to deal with something. I'm going to walk right up to him.
Okay. You walk up to him, and he...
Come at me, bro.
And are you trying to say something as you approach, or no?
No, I'm just curious. Like, is he looking threateningly?
Yeah, menacingly. Yeah. Yep.
You know, you're talking an awful lot of shit for someone in jump distance.
Was he talking?
No.
He's spectral, remember, though.
That's fine. I count as a magic weapon.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So, you say you're talking.
The guy who's just looking at you.
It's an interesting approach. So, sure. Go ahead and roll initiative.
19.
Yep. So, you're going to go first if you want to attack.
I'm going to hold my action, see what he does.
Okay.
You really hate ghosts, huh?
I'm afraid of no ghosts. I mean, how did you not say that right away?
He's offended by all spirits because they took his Mario.
They did. They killed my dragon.
So, he's going to use Grave Step and phase away. So, to you, he disappears, but he appears behind you.
The headless boogie.
And then he is going to try to attack. He's going to use his shovel and roll to hit. Does 16 hit you?
It does.
Okay. He's going to do... That's the one. He's going to do 9 damage to you with his shovel. And it is... roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, joy. 18.
Yep, so you're good. So, yep. The other effect doesn't happen. So, yep, you just take the damage.
Gonna cry out in pain in telepathy and normal.
Okay. So, yes, you hear God, why am I Tommy Wiseau.
Wiseau.
Yeah, cry out in pain through your head.
I tell Big D he's in pain.
And now I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
A lot.
We chose the correct path, though.
We did.
You
we
guys
told
did.
him the correct path too.
He can come back.
He's got this. We believe in him.
God, you're foolish.
I've seen when you hold on to people.
Do you have to grapple him?
I technically do if I'm going to do that. That's why I'm just going to flurry of blows.
He is... Yeah, I was going to say he can't be grappled, just to give you the heads up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's a ghost.
Yeah.
So spew it.
26.
Yeah, definitely a hit.
Second hit's a 21.
Yep, hit.
Man, that's miserable.
First one was good.
12.
Yeah. You give him a flurry of blows and
No, I haven't popped flurry of blows yet. That's just 2 hits.
I just meant like you punched him with a punch bow.
But I haven't used flurry of blows.
So 12 damage, you said?
For the first 2, and then I get 2 more hits.
Okay.
19. And probably a 13 doesn't hit, does it?
No, but the 19 does.
Another 8 damage.
8? Okay.
So 20 total.
Okay. And then every round...
Does he go unconscious?
I feel like a ghost getting hit would be very confused.
He is... Well, it's magical hits, technically.
Yes, I count as a magic weapon.
I get it, but as a ghost, I think I'd be confused.
I'd be a little nervous.
Like, the fuck just hit me? I'm a ghost.
You know, the best part is
I'm non-corporeal.
I'm the first initiative, so I'm just going to immediately do this again.
What's that?
So technically I'm the first initiative, so I'm just going to go again and do it all over.
Yeah. Go for it.
With flurry of blows. So 21. No. 24. 10. And 15.
So how much total? 15?
No, that's the 15 to hit.
Oh, yep. So anything 15 or higher hit.
Oh, cool. I get 3 hits.
Yeah.
That is 9, 10, 17.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to pause and pivot back to them for a minute, and then we'll come back to him with his action. So you guys had gone right, then left, and then center, which worked fine. So
Fun game.
What?
Fun game.
Yeah. So you guys keep going straight, and you come... What?
We went right, then left, then center.
That's what I just said.
No, you said left, right, center, which is the game. That's what the game's called. Yes. Left, right, center. That's what you said. That's why I made the joke.
Whatever. So you go straight. You get to another four-way fork.
I thought we were out.
Out of what?
I don't know. The forest.
No, I said you were right about going straight. You kept going. You didn't teleport back.
Oh.
So you get to another fork. What do?
Wait.
Just stop there.
I go left.
I'm a little preoccupied fighting a ghost.
So you go left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you go left, you find yourself being teleported back, but you are inside of the grave that had your name on it, and earth is being dumped on top of you.
By what?
You don't know. It just is pouring in from the sides.
You're
being buried alive. Huh?
I get out of the grave.
So roll a strength check.
It's just straight strength?
Yeah. Add your strength modifier.
6.
That's not great.
So you try to claw your way out, but the dirt is just being funneled on top of you. You do see from your peripheral that the grave that had his name on is collapsing in on itself.
I have my dragon.
I assume
tail in.
I assume you hear his screams, kind of. So your dragon actually appears behind where on the path, but not in the grave with you.
I mean, he runs very far quickly.
Yeah, so if you send a panic distress, I mean, what are you telling him? You have a telepathic connection with your dragon.
I say, use your tail to get me out.
And he says, get you out of where?
The grave I'm dug in.
Okay, well, he didn't know. So
he knows what's up.
He knows what's up.
We're telepathic.
So you see his dragon bound over to the grave to try to help. We'll say between the two of you, you're probably able to get yourself at least an air, ability to breathe, and then eventually we'll be able to get dug out. The spectral gravedigger turns towards the location and is like interested in it by a second, but then turns his attention back to you.
Oh, I was hoping he'd leave so I could pop him one.
No, he turns back to you and does go to attack. He's going to do... he's going to use ability, and so just roll your Constitution modifier.
So just a save?
Yeah, just a save. Sorry, yeah, Constitution saving throw. That's what I meant.
15.
15. Okay, so that does go to you, so you're good, but you are going to take half damage. So take 14 necrotic damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
I'm at 11.
But you get there's no additional effect because you had a saving throw. So
rude.
Just half damage of what he threw.
Fucking rude.
Yeah. And then what are you doing?
Straight.
Sure. You go straight, and you also find yourself teleported back and in your grave as it's burying you alive.
21.
Yep. So you're able to, as it's collapsing in on you, you're able to jump out pretty much before it builds up too far. And you see his dragon digging in the grave that was his, and you can kind of hear him and see his head is out of the dirt at least. And you see Roger, Tommy Wiseau fighting a ghost, the grave digger you all saw when you first got here.
I help him out of the grave.
Sure. So we'll say one more round with you guys, and then they'll be dug out at least. But so it's your action to attack.
I'm gonna use my minor to pop a health potion.
Yep.
Because that hurt.
Yeah.
A lot. I heal 4. Yeah.
All right.
I'm at 17 again.
Ooh. Okay.
And I don't think I'm getting into another fight for this session, so I'm going to pop my last key point and throw a bunch of flurry of blows hits at him.
Sure.
Hit. Hit. Not a hit. And a hit. 12, 14, 15.
15? Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then he's going to actually turn and phase away. and he'll appear behind you as you're trying to help him out of the grave. And he's going to roll to hit you with advantage because you didn't see it coming. And it is... I'm assuming a 20 hits with his shovel, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to roll 2d8 to hit for damage. Only 4 damage with his shovel. So he cracks you in the back. I will say you probably stumble into the grave, but that's fine. You'll be able to... You didn't go prone, so you stayed on your feet and will be able to swing back. At this point, you've been dug out, and so you guys are able to attack, and we'll kind of start top of the order with your initiative. So do you want to roll?
You sound so enthused at this fight.
11.
11?
3.
3? Okay. So we'll say you go first, then your dragon, your dragon, and then back to the top with you. So.
Do I have a weapon that does shit to a ghost?
I don't know. Did you
Don't you have that knife or whatever?
The dragon something blade?
Does 1d8 fire damage?
1d8 slashing and 1d6 against the dragon.
Okay, so no,
then the
that doesn't.
frost something. Frost fang?
Dagger. Frost fang.
Yeah, it does area of ice.
So ice magic damage would hurt it.
Okay. All right, I guess I'll do that.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Well, then you're gonna instant crit damage. So what is its damage?
1d4 plus 1d6.
So 10 total?
Yep.
So you do 10 damage to him. And then your dragon's turn.
Doesn't it have an ice thing, though, too?
Yeah, area of ice.
Yeah, I know, but like it would deal like freeze damage or something.
So
or freezes it.
He has resistance to ice. He's got a lot of resistances.
Does their breath count as magic? No?
Yep.
Okay. What the hell do you add to these hits?
You don't roll for it. You just I have to roll
A dexterity
a dex
saving throw.
which I think yours is 14, so he beats it. So he takes half damage, so roll damage.
He takes 2.
2. Okay. And then Big D? What are you hitting him with?
I'm gonna hit him with the Great Fire Sword.
Okay. Roll the hit.
14.
So that does not hit, unfortunately.
Wait, 15 because I get a +1
Okay,
with attack
so
bonus.
that hits. So roll damage.
So it's 2d6 plus 1d6. 11.
Okay. So just to speed things up, I'm going to say that Tommy Wiseau is probably able to finish him off with your dragon also attacking. And he disappears into nothingness. The graves that were there, all the tombstones just fall forward into the graves. And that's the end of that fight. But you still have the mist and everything blocking your path.
Okay, so we can follow the same path and then go right where he went left and I went straight, and we both ended up in the graves.
Yeah. Yep. So you get to that same spot. You went left and you went
Straight. So we didn't go right.
Yep. So you go right and you find yourself back at the bridge, teleported back.
So we went through all paths and now we're back at the beginning.
Yeah, the direction you went on that last fort took you back to the beginning.
Well, that doesn't fucking help.
All right, we just cross back across the bridge.
Just go back and play some games. Get drunk.
We've gone.
I think it's time to retire, boys. We gave this thing a fair shot.
We've gone which ways?
Yeah, I mean, do you want to read the inscription again?
Tells me to go back. It tells me that I'm just gonna be a never-ending blah blah blah.
However, I would have thought that would have changed since we beat his ghost ass. Maybe this place isn't haunted anymore.
So you're thinking that the mist is directly connected, which I get, but it's the forest itself, if you will.
Am I allowed to fight the mist?
Fuck you! I'll baste your turkey. Mike just starts ripping ass. Toxic cloud, counterspell.
I'm gonna evaporate it with my fire.
You could try.
I do it.
Okay, you use fire breath.
No, I have my fire sword and I swing it around.
What's stopping us from just burning this mystical enchanted forest to the fucking ground?
Us, because we're in it.
There's a safety. We can go across the
Only you
bridge.
can prevent forest.
Fuck you, Smokey.
That's true. We could burn it down. Doesn't have to be a verdant forest. It could be a swamp.
A desolate wasteland.
Yeah, it's a wasteland.
Okay,
It's now
while
tapped for
they're
colorless.
talking, we never went straight on the first path, right?
I don't remember. Maybe
We didn't. We went left and right because you never told us there was a straight path.
I did, but that's
You
okay.
didn't.
We'll be able to listen back and hear
I
it.
go
so-
straight.
Okay, sure. You go straight. You're back at the bridge.
Dude, does the grave show up again?
No, I mean the graves are there, but no, it
Okay.
seemed like that entity was.
Okay,
just,
I take time to go through every possible fucking combination of the goddamn thing.
Okay.
Do I always end up back?
You go right, you go left, you go straight, all of them, and you end up back at the bridge.
So there's no way. Okay, what if I take a path not that's on a path?
Like into the woods.
Sure.
So you can try to, like I said, you can try to get off the path and go in the woods, but like the trees almost seem to be like building a corridor of vines and branches, and it's like so thick that
But I
you
have a
can't
dragon.
pass. You can try to burn your way through it, but it just seems. Do you want to try?
Yes.
Okay, you try and roll a dex saving throw.
11.
Yep. So tie goes to you, but the trees fling like out of the woods comes little wooden like almost like darts come flying at you, but you're able to sidestep them at the last second. Your dragon's able to burn some branches down and stuff, but it almost just seems like every time you think you're making progress, it thickens. Branches replace the ones.
So there's
that
no
are
way to
destroyed.
get into the veil?
None of the things you have tried have gotten you into the veil.
All right, read the inscription again.
That might be helpful.
I walk backwards through the fog.
Just walk. You walk backwards and you get to the fork. What do you do?
Walk backwards the correct paths.
Sure, you walk backwards the correct paths and you get to that last fork. What do you do?
So we've tried left, right, and center on all three of those forks.
Left, right, and yep, straight.
I walk forward the direction I came from.
So back the way you came.
Yeah.
Yes, you walk back the way you came, and you find that the mist slowly is dissipating, and you find yourself in an overgrown, but an area you can see, but it's overgrown with big trees. There's a huge like wooden, I don't even know, like a fallen log, if you will, but it's got a weird shape to it. You can't quite make it out at this distance, but as you get closer, it'll make more sense.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it because he walked backwards, or is it because he just went the other way? Okay.
He just, on the last
I got it.
fork,
He went back the other
backwards.
way.
I mean, the inscription said, "To thee who would continue, I write a warning." So you went right in the first one. Of those who have entered, few are left to speak of what has seen. These woods will lead straight to your demise. Turn back now, or you will be forever lost. So if you did them in sequence, but you had to kind of listen closely, and I think you literally read it, like heard it once, and then you were like, "That's not important." That's the only clue we've gotten. Let's not listen to it again.
To be fair, we got through most of it.
It's so weird because I think it was Mike asked me to reread an inscription like 17 times, and then like you asked me to read it. I can't remember what session it was, but I got so sick of repeating it.
It was for return.
Yes.
It was for return. Yeah, I must have repeated that one 7,000 times. This one you heard it once, and you were like, then he asked for it once, and then that was it. You guys were like, yeah.
I will,
need this.
using telepathy, I will walk them through my steps.
Yeah.
And make sure they have to do it backwards.
The stone is still... To be fair, he might think that matters.
Yeah,
so.
I'm
was
not a
doing it
smart
backwards.
elf, okay?
Yeah. Well, you have no reason to think it didn't matter. I mean...
Yeah.
So you're able to do it.
All right, so we all get to the thing?
It was really weird
All right.
doing the donkey, like reversing the cart with a donkey. It was really awkward.
Doing the donkey.
Doing the donkey was weird. Who would have thought?
Yeah, so...
All right.
I don't want to end quite yet.
Well,
if that's
we're
what you're gonna
okay.
say. I want to do one more thing. So you get to this huge opening where there's overgrown trees and light growth. You see squirrels running around, happy tree animals in the middle of this huge glen, which is surrounded again by thick woods and fog. That same dense fog. There is at first you thought it was like a humongous fallen tree that had to be 20 feet across. But as you get closer, you actually realize it's in the shape of a giant dragon's skull. And it almost looks like the dragon's head is coming up out of the ground, but its mouth seems to be closed flat on top of the ground. There, you can see wooden teeth. It's all overgrown with growth and moss and stuff, so it was a little hard to make out. But where two massive fangs would be are instead two openings that look perfect size to reach your hand into. And they're kind of on either side of the giant.
There's no fangs left,
jaw.
though. Huh?
They're all wooden fangs. I mean, you can try, but it seems like it's almost as hard as steel.
Didn't stop him the first time.
That's
Are
fair.
you wanting this for us to do this, or you just wanted to go over the description?
I thought that maybe the next part would be an interesting way to end.
Okay, so I put my hand in it.
At the same time, I'll put my hand in the other.
Sure. So you guys fumble around for a minute. Which hand do you put in?
My non-dominant hand.
The one I definitely don't need the most.
I put my wiener.
Big D, let's go.
So I don't care. Left. It doesn't matter. I just need to know.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go right hand.
Left and right. So we'll say you're on the left side of his mouth and you're on the right. So it just makes sense. So you're kind of reaching in and you just, as far as you can reach in, you finally feel like a lever, a round lever. And it seems like it's got some pull to it if you were to try to move it around. So do you grab it, try to pull it? What do you want to do?
Once I can grab it, I tell him I feel it. And,
Right there with you.
And we're going to yank at the same time.
Okay, so
forward, backward, left, right. We put in first, we go in reverse.
You both grab onto this lever, and instantly you feel a sharp needle prick the center of your hand that you grasped it with. For you, you feel it prick your hand and then withdraw, and you could move the lever. For you, you feel it prick and then instantly more spikes stab into your hand, and you feel a burning sensation as you can smell your hand being cooked by what you would guess is acid, but you're in so much pain, you can't really tell.
Because he used
do it quick.
the wrong
Let's do it
hand?
quick.
No, because he's not a dragonborn.
So
Neither am I.
Yeah,
the
you
lever
are.
has no
I'm not a
pull on it at this
dragonborn,
point.
I'm a dragon
The
guard.
spikes seem to have
Whatever.
locked your hand in place. You can try to pull it out, but I mean, if you want to try to pull it out, you can. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
I'm more of a push past everything and pray kind of guy.
Okay. Yeah, so eventually your hand will feel free to give because it's no longer there. You pull out your arm and your hand has melted away, and you are now... You can flurry of blows with one hand, I guess. But you're missing your hand. It does seem like the acid cauterized the wound almost.
Well, that was nice of them.
Yeah. You see him pull out his hand or his arm, and it's melted his hand off.
That sucks.
For
You
being
should
told,
try with the other hand.
You, on the other hand, just had a little finger, like a prick, almost like, a
For
drop
being
of blood came out.
told I could be a dragon rider with my skill set by Bowen and by all these people.
Yeah,
this is
Bowen-
clearly a fucking lie.
Bowen was a rapist, though, so you can't never trust that guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
But clearly this is not an equal opportunity employment issue. Like,
All right, so I tell Big D, hey...
You just move on. He's got one in. All right, Big D, you try.
it's not
I'm
even
going to
like,
stick with this hole. You go with that one.
It's not even screaming in pain. It's screaming at the indignity that I was told, like, I have all the same capabilities as these assholes, and it's clearly wrong.
You didn't want to bond with a dragon.
I tried! He fucking died!
Different dragon. All right, so you're going to put your hand in?
Absolutely not.
You're a dragon guard.
How do you fucking know that that's the thing?
Why don't you put your hand in that way?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go, but you got to put the hand in mine. I was fine.
Could switch. Could be on a rotating tumbler.
I can't reach both, right? Too far away?
It's literally like the gap of this is maybe 15 feet across, and
All right, well, I go back into mine and I yank it.
Yeah, nothing happens when you go to yank just the one.
Does it stay there, or does it go back?
You can move it. When you put your hand in, it pricks
Don't
you.
care.
Yep.
When I yank it, does it stay, or does it go back to where it was?
No, it will reset if you let go.
It does
back.
reset.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so it does need both
You
at the same
can
time.
kind of almost hear like a clanging of chain, like you're pulling.
But
a
either
chain.
way, you need both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you would assume.
Yeah. So I tell him that and tell him not to be a bitch.
Hand.
I'll hold up my fucking stump.
All right, fine. I'll put my hand in the one that he put his hand in.
That he did?
His, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I go to do the other one.
Your hand, but no, you both are able to find the lever. It pricks both of you. It does not stab more spikes into you and dump acid. And then you pull it open, and with a big, growl of just like the trapped air being released, the top jaw of the dragon opens wide, and you see a moss and vine covered stairwell leading down into what you would assume is the dragon's body if you were to continue in.
Which we will.
Next
time.
No,
Yeah.
you will.
You're not coming with us?
Not
Just a
after
hand.
that. It's clear that I am unwelcome here. I'm going to sit my happy ass right fucking here and wait for you to return.
Yeah, but now you have can't do, what is it, fists?
I can't even grab people anymore.
true.
Like,
You could do stump of blows.
That's why you should have the other one. Then you're just stumpy. And you got this.
We could get him a prosthetic arm.
Yeah, we
I was
could.
going to talk about this after, but a part of me was thinking, like, when I set that up, I was like, okay, so there's a chance Roger sticks his hand in this hole. If he doesn't, they won't know that anything could have ever happened. But if he does, his flurry of blows gets that much more funny.
Corey, when have I not been the guinea pig for this game?
I know the only reason I thought you might not is because the other dungeon where they came to that was Drakengard required their blood and stuff, so it was always testing to make sure that they were part of it. So I didn't know if you guys might go, it probably should be the Drakengard or not. Again, I don't want to say I was hoping not, but
He
I
was
knew
definitely hoping that you'd
it was
lose
going to
an
be
hand.
interesting if it didn't. So.
All right, so we will
You
wrap
gotta
it
tinker
up.
yourself into a prosthetic hand.
Wait, there's magic. Can't we get this shit regrown?
That's a 7th level spell, sir. That's like 10,000 gold. To...
You might be able to.
10,000 gold? That's, I don't know how much gold we have, but that feels like it's nothing.
I have 5 silver.
Okay, I have 50s. I have 56 gold.
I have 64 gold, yeah.
It was our other campaign where we had just gold for
New
days.
mission. Forget this dragon shit. We're starting a bake sale to raise money for Roger's
What's it
hand.
cost to
Lend
reanimate
a hand for
Yeah.
Tommy
What does it
Wiseau.
cost to reanimate somebody else's hand, though?
And then put it on his.
Guys,
Yeah,
guys,
like-
transplant.
I
Why
have
don't we
an
just
idea.
go kill somebody?
What if you just put
I'm gonna
And
make
take their
a
hand.
movie.
Take their hand.
Yeah, but you gotta reanimate it, though.
100?
Why? No, you just have we do it.
It's gonna be called the
We
room.
drag him to a hospital
Oh, shit.
and then have a doctor just reattach it
I was
instantly.
actually just
I
thinking.
feel like that's
What
some
if you put, like, a
serious
spike
surgery.
gauntlet.
Well,
on
yeah,
your
but
stub.
we have.
Don't
make
even
sure a
do
doctor-
that
Would
now.
that then be
With our
I'm
technology.
not
Yes, they do.
proficient in any weapon.
Somebody else's hand?
Oh, not somebody else, but your own hand.
I'm
But
a
his
bum.
own
So
hand's
even
gone.
even
Yeah.
a blunt force
Yeah.
thing
That's
wouldn't work.
a weapon.
Yeah.
Have you ever
sir.
seen Frankenstein?
That's what I'm saying.
A rubber
He's-
ducky.
He's
It's not a
better
weapon.
off to reanimate a hand.
It's just
Yeah,
hilarious.
Just a dildo. Just...
More magic.
More magic. All
Probably
right.
pay a necromancer less than a healer.
I'm really starting to think I should have just retired this guy and build that bard.
No.
Build a bar.
All right, so that'll do it for this week. Next week we will be back, hopefully with a camera if Mike and I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be back next week.